welcome back. Don't mind me, I just got out of the shower and got ready. My hair's still wet, but we're just gonna pin it up because I have a lot to do today. So, by the way, my name is Stephanie if you're new here. Please ignore all of the mess in the background. I have been working on a bathroom refresh all week, and I haven't been feeling well, so it's just kind of chaos over here. And I have a huge thrift haul back here to share with you guys in another video, so stay tuned for that. I haven't felt well this week, so it's been a slow moving project. I've been doing a little bit each day, and you will see I looked pretty rough in parts of the video because I'm going to do a little like flashback and show you what I've already gotten done. I painted the bathroom cabinet. I put up wallpaper behind the vanity. My brother helped me put up beadboard in there, and he helped me with the vanity light. I spray painted it. I also got a new mirror, which I'm so excited to share with you guys. It's one of those LED lighted mirrors that you see like at hotels. I've always loved those things and always was like, oh, I wish I had one of these in my house. Get excited because it's coming and I love it. But anyway, all of that's happening. Today what I have to finish up is just putting some trim above the beadboard that we put in there and just putting everything back in and basically just doing the pretty parts, kind of decorating a little bit and everything. But I'm gonna, like I said, do a little flashback, show you what all has happened, then we'll come back here and finish it all out. So I hope you guys enjoy it. It's been a minute since I did any kind of like decorating or DIY video, so I hope you guys enjoy this one. There is gonna be a thrift video coming up soon with this big thrift haul. I found some really good things, so be sure to come back for that. And what else? I was gonna tell you something else. What else was it? I don't know. Thanks for being here. Let's jump into the video. Okay, so this is what the bathroom looks like before we get started. I already cleaned everything off of the counters and off of this shelf just to make it easier to get started. But I'll give you a quick overview and then we're going to work on getting this mirror put up. But first, of course, we have to take the old one down so that we can make space for the new one. Big thanks to Inyouths for sponsoring today's video. I was so excited when they reached out and wanted to partner with me. I love LED mirrors. I always admire them when I stay at a hotel and think how wonderful it would be to have one in my own bathroom. So when they reached out, I was more than happy to partner with them for today's video. I first of all want to say how well everything came packaged with mirrors. You just never know. But it was shipped inside of a wooden box, and then inside the wooden box it was, as you can see, very well packaged inside of a normal box. It did include a handy installation guide along with the hardware that I needed to hang it. The hardware included was these little, I don't know what you call these things per usual, but there was also drywall screws and anchors, and I'm just going to look over this little installation guide really quick. It was very simple, nothing complicated. I was able to hang this mirror all on my own. If you've never heard of Inyouths, they provide customizable LED mirrors that give a clear HD reflection with adjustable brightness and color temperature to suit your needs. You can choose from 30 size options to perfectly fit your wall, and they have different shapes and colors to choose from as well. Unlike standard mirrors, they offer 11 feature options, including Bluetooth speakers, clocks, Wi-Fi weather stations, and demisters for a personalized experience. Inyouths mirrors are built to last, with explosion-proof film and waterproof backing for added protection. You will also enjoy competitive prices with direct delivery from their factory to your door. Cool thing about this mirror is that it's motion activated. How cool is that? It also has a touch switch, and all you do is touch the switch to quickly control the LED light on or off. It also adjusts the light color and the light intensity. I love that I got to go on the website and pretty much design my own mirror. I knew that I wanted a round one because I feel like that's what works best in my space here. And the mirror that I had here previously was round as well, and I just felt like it worked really well. But they do have all sorts of mirrors to choose from, all sorts of shapes. The mirror that I have here is 28 inches, and I did choose the gold frame around it. They also have a brushed gold. You can get black, white, rose gold, multiple different colors to choose from. And along with that, you can also choose the shape of your mirror. You're pretty much designing your own mirror, which is really cool. But if round isn't for you, they also have rectangle, they have arched mirrors, they have oblong mirrors, just all sorts of different kinds. So if you're in the market for a new mirror for your space and you really want a lighted mirror, I highly recommend Inyouths. Every Inyouths product is backed by a 3-year limited manufacturer's warranty. Because I'm working with Inyouths for today's video, they have so kindly offered a discount code for all of my viewers. If you use my code NEST2025, you're going to get 15% off a mirror of your own. Just click the link in the description box below, and that'll take you right to their website. Thanks again to Inyouths for supporting my channel, and thank you guys for listening. You guys, if you've been around for a while, you know I've been talking about putting up some wallpaper for quite some time. So the first job that I'm going for is my bathroom. I ordered 2 different kinds of wallpaper here. You see Remy here checking it out. He's curious as always. It's funny how excited cats get over just an empty box, kind of like toddlers. You know how at Christmas time the kids get all the presents, but then they end up just playing with either empty boxes or the empty rolls that the Christmas wrapping paper comes on. Every time, it never fails. But anyway, Remy was having himself a good time in this box. And I needed to get to work and stop playing. Before I do the wallpaper though, I decided to go ahead and paint this beadboard. But as you can see, there's not very much space between the vanity here and the wall. So I wanted to go ahead and paint this before I slid it. That way I didn't have to worry about getting paint on the vanity or on the countertop or on the wall beside it, because I am such a messy painter, y'all. My patience is just paper thin on most days, and getting through a project is hard for me. So I try to make it as easy on myself as I can so that I don't get so frustrated. But I'm painting this accessible beige. This is my favorite color for painting my beadboard. This is what I have throughout my house on the beadboard and trim. So I got this piece painted, and once the right hand side was dry over there, I went ahead and slid it into place. You can see now that it's behind the vanity, or I guess I should say beside the vanity. And then I'm going ahead and paint the rest of it. I'm using a paintbrush. Probably should use a roller, but I didn't want to use a roller in full with putting paint in a paint tray and all of that for just this little bit. It was much easier for me to just use a paintbrush, and that worked out fine. Y'all are probably going to laugh because I never do things in the correct order that they should be done in. I got all this beadboard painted, and then I thought, you know what, I really need to freshen up the alabaster that's on the top. So I then went in with a roller and painted the top portion of the wall, and I then went ahead and painted the ceiling because it looked dingy as well. So we're going to go ahead and jump into the wallpapering. First of all, I wanted to show you this little wallpaper smoothing toolkit that I purchased off Amazon. It came with these little what do you call these things? Why do I never know the words? The words just leave me, y'all. Perimenopause, my brain is getting worse by the day. But anyway, it come with this little X-Acto knife. It come with a little tape measure and the little smoother outer thingies that you get the bubbles out with. I'm not sure why I was expecting this to be easy peasy lemon squeezy for me, because nothing ever is. But I just thought, this is such a tiny little space. It won't take much wallpaper. It won't take me long to do it. Wrong. I spent nearly an hour on this first sheet, y'all. And I went through 2 sheets. Half a roll of wallpaper I just destroyed. It's not easy. It's not easy at all. And honestly, I don't know that I will do it again. I don't know that I recommend it. Even though I do like how it turns out. I'm just going to tell you guys, this is not easy. And I am so thankful that I'm not trying to wallpaper a whole room, because I would lose my mind. For sure.
this was my third attempt. I spared you guys having to watch me struggle with it on the second go around, but this one went a little smoother. I was kind of getting the hang of it a little bit. I will say this stuff sticks very well. So far it hasn't come loose at all. The little smoothing thing that came with the wallpaper kit worked great. The second sheet was much harder. I did end up wasting a sheet on this as well, and you can see, like, this definitely is not the method. But I tried every which way. I tried starting at the top, I tried starting at the bottom, I tried lining up the sides first, and because this has a pattern, I had to match up the pattern, which does make you end up wasting quite a bit of it, because to get it to line up right, it's just, I don't know, y'all. Y'all know how wallpaper works. I had forgotten that part, so thankfully I did order extra wallpaper. If you decide to wallpaper a wall, make sure you get an extra roll, because more than likely you're going to need it. But do you see the little gap there at the very top? I could not get it lined up perfectly straight for nothing, because the walls aren't straight, so naturally the wallpaper is not going to be straight. But what I ended up doing was actually just cutting out a matching spot by hand and just cutting like around the flower, and then I put that on top of it, and you can't even tell. It looks great. So I highly recommend doing that if you have some spots that don't line up and it's a pattern like this, like florals or something. It really worked out well. This is definitely the hardest part of the project.
Okay, so I know the lighting is a little weird, but my brother hasn't hooked back up my light yet. He's gone out of town, so he's going to do that when he gets back. So I have this mirror lit up, and I have a little ring light going on, so sorry about that. So we got the beadboard put up. I painted it the accessible beige, and I did go ahead and paint them before we put them up. That way it wasn't hard to paint behind the toilet and then behind this cabinet over here. So that made it much easier. If you do a project like this, you might consider doing the same, because you know how hard it is to get paint around a toilet. So I'm going to use a 1x3 on this to make like a little trim. And these are actually the boards that I used to have in my kitchen when I had board and batten. I told you guys I was going to repurpose those, and that's what I'm doing with them. So I picked the best ones, and I am going to repaint them. They are already painted accessible beige, but I'm just going to repaint them. But I'm going to go ahead and nail it up. Might not be the smartest way to do it, but that's how I'm doing it. So anyway, I will have to cut one of them as well, but I'm going to go ahead and put the first one up, and then that way I can see what length I need to cut the second one to. I do use a Craftsman 18 gauge brad nailer. I got this off Amazon. I've been using this for, I want to say, a couple years now, it seems like, and it works great. Every now and then it gets jammed, but I think that's probably user error. But all you have to do is like unlock it. Just hit myself in the head with this board. Unlock it and take the nails out and then close it back up, and it usually will be fine after that. So just a little heads up in case you get one or you have one and you have the same problem.
You guys, I laugh at myself sometimes, and I often wonder how you guys could possibly get any inspiration from watching me do projects, because it seems like I make the same mistakes over and over and over. The last time I was using this brad nailer in a video, I did almost the exact same thing. So as you can see, it comes right off the wall after I've nailed it in, and that's because the nails that were in it were too short. And I don't know where those short nails came from. I don't know if maybe my brother may have used my brad nailer for a project and used the smaller nails. I don't know, because I don't ever use nails that short. But anyway, I finally figured out what the problem was, and I got the longer nails. And I finally got this one piece put up and measured out the other side to see how long I needed it to be. And I went and cut that one, and now I'm here nailing this one up as well. I was really struggling with this brad nailer today. I'm not sure what the problem is with it, but it was really a pain in the butt. I got all that taken care of, and then I'm just going in, putting another coat of the accessible beige on these boards just to get them cleaned up and nice and fresh.
I had picked up this trim from Lowe's a while ago and I've just been holding on to it. Wasn't sure what I would do with it, but I think I'm going to put it underneath this 1x3 and just make it a little more, I don't know, just add a little more character to it. So I already went out and cut it. Yeah, I didn't cut it short enough. I need to cut just a little more off of it. So I'm gonna go do that, then we'll nail it up. All right, let's hope that it's right this time. Perfect.
I nailed up the trim and then I went in with the accessible beige and painted over it, and it looked really cute. I like how the extra trim just gives it a little extra character, a little extra detail. I'm also going to put some corner round at the bottom. I have to pick that up at Lowe's. I didn't have any on hand.
Okay, I got the beadboard finished, the trim put up, and the last thing that I have to do before I start decorating the bathroom is to put a second coat of paint on my vanity. It used to be Evergreen Fog, which I love that color still, but I decided to go ahead and paint this the dried time like my living room built-ins are, and that's just because I have other things that I need to touch up with this color as well. And I didn't want to have to buy two different color paints, so I just went ahead and went with the dried time because I had ran out of that. So I got a gallon of the dried time and I decided to go ahead and just paint this vanity that color as well because it had some chipped places and different things. It needed a fresh coat of paint. So, hi Rosie. Rosie's my little shadow. She follows me everywhere, very curious about everything I'm doing. I have to be careful and keep her away from the paint. So there you go. All right. So we're going to finish this up. I got to get the doors back on. And then if you guys remember when I went thrifting with my friends in Florida, I got this whole bag of little knobs. And I think they are so pretty. So I'm changing out my knobs to these in here and in my kitchen actually. That was a whole big bag of them for $4. Can you believe that? I love that it has this little gold rim around it, and then the flowers match this wallpaper almost exactly. I can't wait to get these on. I also spray painted the handles and I don't love it, but it's all I have right now. They were like a what do you call it? Rubbed bronze, what's it called when it's black and it has like a bronze on it? Oil rubbed bronze, is that it? I don't know. Anyway, this is just a temporary solution. I'm gonna look for some kind of like vintage handles. I think I could find some on Etsy. I haven't had any luck thrifting any, but for now this will work. Like I said, I spray painted them and I spray painted my light above my mirror. Oh baby. I spray painted my light above my mirror the same color, and again that also is just a temporary fix because I want to get a different light to go up there, but for now these things will work. And we're gonna I'm gonna try to finish painting this cabinet, although I really just want to love on Rosie. Hi baby. Hi baby. She's a pretty girl. Yeah, she's a pretty girl. She's precious.
I did take a little pause and give her some lovin's that she obviously was wanting. And then I got started painting on the second coat of this vanity. I used to be really nervous about painting cabinets. I was always afraid I would mess them up. But I have found that just taking it slow and easy, not getting too much paint on the brush, just taking your time and doing like several coats and not just glopping a bunch of paint on there trying to get it done. I not so patiently waited for these drawers to dry so that I could put my new knobs on there, or my new to me knobs, I should say. And I just think it really took it up a notch. It looks so sweet and it just really feels like it has more of a cottage feel in here now.
I love them so much.
I went ahead and put the doors back on. It was a bit of a struggle, but I made it. Rosie came along to help out again. She was cracking me up the whole time. She just wanted attention. So I'm trying to screw these in and hold it up at the same time. I couldn't find my drill. Like, I'm just on the struggle bus. Always.
What are you doing? What's you doing? Alright, I'm finally done painting everything in here, and I'm just going to clean everything up, and then we're going to move in all the bathroom essentials. First, I got to close up these paint cans because I have been known to spill one or time or two. So I debated on whether or not to put my shelf back in here that I got a couple months ago, and I would love to put something pretty here, like some kind of artwork or something, but I desperately need storage in this bathroom, so this is coming back in. I already had these jars. I picked them up at Target a couple of years ago. Might have been last year. Early last spring, I think, actually. And I really love these. Y'all know I love any kind of glassware that has ridges on it, so I think these are so pretty. And it has this little gold top on it. I put cotton balls in one and cotton swabs in the other. I do need to dust them off real quick though. Love how the bathroom is coming along. It's feeling so much more cozy, if a bathroom can be cozy. But it's just warm and relaxing and calming in here, I guess is the words that I should say. There are a few more projects that I want to do in here, so let's take a look around this little bathroom and I'll show you what those are. That will be in an upcoming video, probably not the next one, but it will be coming up soon. So let's take a look and I will show you here. If you can see up here, I desperately need to put trim up here, so I'm going to be doing that very soon. I think the next video will be a thrift video, and then probably the one after that I'll be finishing the bathroom. So in that video we will be putting trim all the way around the bathroom, and then also let me move you around here. Okay, so also I want to trim out this entryway right here where the sliding door is. I want to trim this out in wood all the way around and put like wood trim here as well. Now you guys let me know, do you think I should stain that the color of this door, or should I go ahead and paint it the what is it called, accessible beige, because I'm also going to bring the beadboard around this side of the wall and around this corner back here to finish it all out and bring it all together. So I'm just wondering, I'm leaning toward the accessible beige for the trim. I think that will just make it stand out a little more since the door is already this stained wood. So that's what I'm thinking. Trim all the way around the top and then trim out all of this, paint that accessible beige, bring the beadboard over here and back here. And then also I picked up this little cabinet. Hold on, I'll show you. My bedroom is a disaster right now. All right, so I picked up this little cabinet at a thrift store for, I'm thinking it was $10. I can't remember honestly, but it has a little door on it and it opens, sort of like a little maybe medicine cabinet or something. But I'm gonna do a little DIY thrift flip on this in an upcoming video. I'm gonna paint it. I'm also struggling with my decision on the paint color. Should I paint this accessible beige or should I paint it the same green as my cabinet? And then I'm going to switch out this knob for one of my little thrifted knobs like on my vanity. And I'm going to put the wallpaper that I used in here in the back of this. So it's going to be a cute little cabinet, and I'm thinking I'm going to sit it on the counter over here where I have this tray with my perfumes on it. I thought about hanging it on the wall, but I feel like it's just too thick and it sticks out too far. So let me let you guys see. All right, so if I put it over here on this wall, I don't feel like it looks right. I feel like it's sticking out too far from the wall, but I do think it would be cute right here. I would move this little tray somewhere else, but what do you guys think? If I painted it, put the wallpaper in there, do you think it looks good there or no? I'm kind of feeling like it might look a little out of place, but I definitely want to find a place to put it because I think it's so cute. I just don't know if it's gonna go there. I could put my perfumes inside of that along with other things. Decisions. Definitely let me know in the comments what you think about the thrift flip. I can't think of anywhere else to put it if I don't put it there. I also thought about putting little hooks, like little cup hooks at the top of it and hanging jewelry from it. It could be used for that as well. There's lots of different ways this little cabinet could be used. But I would love to hear your ideas and suggestions. Let me know what you think of the bathroom transformation so far. Keep in mind, still have a few things to work on. Also, I want to talk to you about the light above this mirror here. I spray painted it gold. I'm not in love with it. I don't really love this style of light anymore anyway. So I am on the lookout for a good deal on a new vanity light to go above the mirror. I thought about not having a vanity light at all since this mirror is lighted, but I'm finding, although it lights me up very well for like putting on my makeup and everything, the room is still a little dark, as you can tell, around me. So I think I am gonna get another light to put up there, maybe something smaller. Let me know what you think about the wallpaper and the bathroom refresh. I really feel like it has much more of a cottagey, like calming vibe in here. I really am enjoying it, and I can't wait to get it all finished. I have this much wallpaper left off of 3 rolls, so I did waste about half a roll that I messed up. So if you get wallpaper to do a job, definitely get extra because you're probably gonna need it. I ordered 3 rolls just to do this one wall here, and this is what I have left. So yeah, it's not fun. I wouldn't advise it. It'll probably be a long time before I try it again. I was gonna put some in my kitchen, but now I'm like, oh, I don't know. It really was a pain. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed today's video. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. As always, be sure to come back next Sunday. If you haven't already subscribed to my channel, I would love for you to. I'd love to have you as part of my YouTube family. Also, if you liked today's video, be sure to give it a like, because that helps YouTube know that you enjoy my content, and that'll help them suggest my channel to other viewers as well. So I really appreciate everything that you do here and all the time that you spend here. Again, I hope you guys have a great week ahead, and I'll be seeing you in the next video. Bye.